The focus of this video will be the issues module, where you can find it, how you can use it, and how you can add new items to it. The issues module is located under the project workflows and is used mainly for our weekly business, whether it's old business or new business, and can be updated at least once a week to keep people informed on what's going on throughout the project. Once your issue's open, you'll notice that we arrange the data by latest discussion and action item, which we keep a record of at least the current week and the previous week, if not more, as well as the discussion history, which we keep the entire history of the item. To add a new item, you can come over here and click New Item, which will bring up a new form in which you can start editing all the required text fields. Fill out the category, priority level, the start date, the due date, any potential time or cost impacts. If there is a potential time or cost, you can enter that value here in these boxes. You can put a description, who initiated this item, if there's any ball in court, and then you can CC anybody who might be interested or want to review the item as well down here. Right here you could attach any documentation that would be necessary. Scrolling up to the discussions tab, this is where you want to keep a record of what is occurring with that item. Here's an action plan that doesn't get used very often, although you could fill out anything that may be in someone's court. The issue status obviously is active right now. We're just opening it, but once it goes through, whatever processes it has to be completed, you can either click resolved or closed, and that will knock it off the list. And then again, here's a resolution if you want to fill that out. Some issues don't require it. Some are just informational items that maybe the client or somebody bring up as just a heads up, hey, we're going to be in this area or that area, which could usually be closed at the end of that meeting. So once you've filled out all your information, you can go to click Save. And then if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see your new issue here. So notice that all these issues have at least prior dates, unless you'll notice these dates. So this date started on the 26th of September, so a lot of these issues may not have or shouldn't have history before the start date. So to edit an item, you can simply scroll over the item, get into it, click on the edit item up here, and now you can begin updating your discussion again. So again, we're going to keep at least 1 week's history. Alright. See if there's any new action plan. You can also put that same action plan down here under resolution. And now once that item's closed, you can come down here and just hit closed or resolved. So we'll click on resolved. Say the resolution date was there. And again, no cost impacts, time impacts. If this was a cost or time impact, then we would get the A's acknowledgement by clicking the drop down and clicking yes. And then they would have to click on the signature box. Similar to us being the CM, we would click yes, our signature box here, and then the owner, yes, and then sign. So once the issue has been resolved and you've reviewed all the information entered for this weekly issue, you can either put the ball back in, Simplus's court or whoever's court it ends up in, and click on save. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll notice your issues dropped off for this weekly meeting, and it's now closed business. So that is the process of adding or editing new or old business throughout our issues module. If you want to go up to list here, an easier way of editing each of your weekly issues would be to click the quick edit item, which brings up something similar to a Microsoft Excel worksheet. So now if you just want to click on an item, you can open the box, you can cut, paste it to your discussion history here, and then go about updating your current week's history. So that's just an easier way of updating each of your items without having to get into each specific item. Again, if you go up to list, you can again click on the print icon, just like every other module, and select from the drop down which format you want to select. For our weekly meetings, it's typically the active issues discussion. This layout will bring up each of these issues as they occur throughout the project. You'll see the 1, 2, basically chronological order of each of these issues. So then again, you can save it as a PDF or print as a PDF, or you can email it to coworkers for review, or email it to contractors if they have questions on anything. So we'll close that, and that will do it for the issues training video.